Somebody at my mom's work made brownies. She didn't want to eat it, so she brought it home for me. I do not want to eat this yet because I've not eaten lunch yet. I've not had Chipotle in a while, but have you ever ordered food from the wrong restaurant and it's on the completely other end of town? And then you have to go to the other end and come back again? I have. I actually am not ready to eat this yet either. So we will put this in the fridge. But did you know that when I started this vlog, Chipotle chicken burritos were $6.50? Do you know how much they cost now? $9.60. $6.50 was such a great deal. I got Chipotle so much at the beginning of this vlog, and you know what? I probably should have gotten it more. It was such a good deal then, it'd be an even better deal now. $9.60 is still reasonable. A chicken burrito should never cost more than $10. In another 50 years, it's gonna cost $20, provided humanity still exists in another 50 years. Actually, you know what? I changed my mind. I do want to eat lunch. I think it was like the Wall Street Journal, but they went to a bunch of different Chipotles and they got the same thing at every Chipotle. And the Chipotle with the biggest burrito was like twice the weight as the Chipotle with the smallest burrito. I could have my numbers off, but the point is, it's nice when you go to a Chipotle that is on the heavier end. This is 2 meals right here. Okay, now we gotta taste this brownie. It's a little bit of powdered sugar dusted on top. Oh man, come on. Delightful. You know how a lot of advice is just the other person telling you to act more like them? And there was 2 things that came to mind when I was thinking about this the other day, which is 1, the very thing that they're trying to change in you sometimes is one of your biggest strengths. And 2, sometimes it's like an experience and age gap where when you're at a certain age, that's not the way that you want to be. Concrete example. Do you see all of these songs? Still scrolling. Still scrolling. And that's only through episode 60. We're on episode 67 right now. That's 866 songs. I've probably written 60% of those. My whole life, even if it hasn't been overtly, people have told me to basically slow down. First of all, I am wired this way. I'm wired to be snapping, clapping, sliding, moving. So I don't super appreciate when people tell me not to do what I'm naturally wired to do. I remember one time I was in New York City of all places, and I was running down the street because I was late for somewhere. And someone looked at me and was like, slow down. And I was like, we're in New York City, go eat it. But you know, you would think that would mean that I would like New York City more, but there's too many people in New York City. I like running around, jumping, being active, but I don't like doing it in confined spaces. My point is, of course, being hasty and impatient and just always wanting to move and get things done, that has plenty of downsides. I understand that completely, but it also has upsides. I've made over 1,000 YouTube videos. I've written over 500 unique pieces of music, and in a relatively short amount of time. So I have a ton of hands-on experience that I would not have been able to get if I obsessed over every single video and every single piece of music and been like, oh, I gotta perfect this. But also, it's not like the stuff that I make is low effort. I take advantage of the fact that I'm wired to constantly want to do things and to finish things. As I've gotten older, I've seen more and more of the benefits of being patient and methodical, but I've also seen the benefits of constantly finishing things and moving from one thing to the next. They both have their advantages, and I think you gotta find where on the spectrum you are and then play to your strengths. So when people have told me to slow down and to be more patient, I'm like, look, that is not my strength. My strength is getting stuff done. I understand and appreciate the strengths of being patient, but I'm so far over here that it's not time for me to dabble too much in here. I dominated Visions of Mana. There's one character named Morley, and if you use the Moon class, he just destroys every enemy in that game, to the point where it kind of made the game easy, but I realized that I enjoy video games a lot more when I'm really good at them. And I like a game where I can just beast through it, and I'm like constantly getting better and better. But anyways, as I was saying yesterday, I've been playing Metaphor ReFantazio. And you know, this is the type of game that I think you really need to like go kind of deep and be patient and just really be on the opposite end of the spectrum of like trying to really rush through things. So I'm trying to embody more patience and methodicalness and kind of go away from my typical nature of just breezing through things as fast as possible. Anyway, in summary, if that was kind of a rambling mess, sometimes people will tell you to change yourself, to act more in the way that they act, but oftentimes the way that you act is playing to your strengths. And there will be plenty of time later for you to take a more close look at other people's strengths after you've exercised your own strengths. I have the strength of getting things done, moving quickly, wrapping things up fast. But now that I've exercised that strength quite a bit, trying to strengthen the opposite end of the spectrum is something that is appealing to me. It's not gonna be appealing to me back then. Don't tell me to slow down when I haven't even gotten to be fast yet. Okay, that will do it for today's vlog. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next one. Okay, that will do it for today's vlog. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next one.